Let's talk about what passive income actually is, not the screenshots. Not the "I made $47,000 while I slept" thumbnail, not the rented Lamborghinis. Because if you're a working professional, decent income, real responsibilities, actual life, that version of passive income isn't just unrealistic. It's the wrong goal entirely. Real passive income isn't about escaping work. It's about reducing dependence on a single source of income. That's a smaller, quieter, more powerful idea, and it's completely achievable. But first, we need to reset your expectations. Passive income is really passive in the beginning. It's front-loaded effort for back-end leverage. It requires time, or money, or risk, usually a combination of all three. There is also no zero risk option. So the question is never, how do I avoid risk? The better question is, do I understand the risk that I'm taking? Because managed risk is how wealth is built. Unmanaged risk is how it's lost. One more thing before the list. If you are currently carrying high interest debt, living paycheck to paycheck with no margin, passive income won't fix that. Structure will. You don't fix financial pressure by adding another income idea on top of a leaky system. That is not strategy, that's camouflage. We'll come back to that. Let's get into what actually works. 1. Low-cost, broad market index funds. I know, not exciting, not viral, but strategically powerful. Diversified ETFs that track the broader market have historically compounded over long timeframes. You don't pick companies, you don't trade daily, you accumulate. For most working professionals, this is the most accessible starting point. It's slow leverage. And slow leverage, started early, becomes significant. This is not financial advice. Research what suits your situation. 2. Dividend producing assets. Some investors prioritize assets that pay cash flow, not just capital growth. Dividend-focused funds or shares create a different psychological relationship with investing. Income from ownership feels different than income from labor. That shift matters because the first time money arrives from something you own, not from the hours you've traded, your brain starts to understand wealth differently. 3. Digital products that solve specific problems. Templates, frameworks, workbooks, mini courses, built once, sell repeatedly, but only if it solves something real and specific. Generic information doesn't sell consistently. Specific transformations do. 4. Monetized content. YouTube, podcasting, writing platforms. Ad revenue is not instant. Affiliate income is not automatic. Authority compounds slowly, but attention compounds and trust compounds. Content is a long game. Front-loaded courage, back-end leverage. The professionals who build this well treat it like infrastructure, not a side hustle they poke when they're bored. Core 5. Cash flow positive property. Not speculative flipping, not over-leveraged optimism wearing a blazer. Property that covers its own costs and produces a surplus. Numbers must drive the decision, not emotion. Leverage amplifies the upside and it also amplifies the downside. Property with margin becomes a machine. Property without margin becomes pressure. Know the difference before you commit. 6. Private lending or structured debt investments. In some structures, individuals lend capital in exchange for yield. This requires education, due diligence, and genuine understanding of the worst-case scenario. Never chase yield. Always assess the downside first. If your return looks strangely juicy, ask what risk is hiding under the table, because yield without understanding is not income. It's a trap with paperwork. 7. Licensing and royalties. Books, courses, frameworks, intellectual property. Build once, earn repeatedly. But ownership clarity matters. Distribution channels matter. Contracts matter. Passive income without clear ownership structure is fragile. You don't just want the idea. You want the rights, the system, and the route to market. 8. Crypto and digital assets. It exists. It has created wealth for some. It has destroyed capital for others. If you don't understand what you're buying, why you're buying it, and how it works, you are slated. Speculation is not passive income. It's a bet. Education first, position sizing always. Never let a single asset determine your stability. 9. Skill stacking. This one is underrated. Public speaking, sales, digital literacy, systems thinking, automation knowledge. Sometimes the most valuable form of passive income isn't a stream. It's the ability to generate income quickly when you need it. Transferable skills are a financial backstop. The professional who can pivot, consult, freelance, sell, present, or build systems in a disruption has a form of security that a single employer cannot remove. Skill is leverage. And unlike market cycles, no one can take a properly developed skill off you. Bonus, rent out what you're not using. This one is not glamorous, but it is structural. If you have a spare room, a car you barely use, storage space, or tools sitting idly, you have underutilized assets. And underutilized assets are silent cash flow leaks. Converting unused possessions into cash and using that cash to reduce debt or obligations directly reduces fragility. Sometimes passive income isn't about creating something new. It's about activating what already exists. And sometimes the fastest way to feel financially lighter isn't to earn more money, it's to own less. Fewer possessions means less maintenance. Less maintenance means less expenses. Less expenses means more margin. And margin is the foundation of calm. Notice something about the list. None of these are make $10,000 by Sunday. Every single one requires patience, structure, and risk awareness. Passive income is not about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about reducing fragility over time, one layer at a time. You don't need to build all 9. You need to choose one and build it properly. That's it. I'll see you in episode 3.